Leaving the clouds behind, the mighty peaks of the Himalayas are at the center of many unbelievable mysteries. Forgotten tales, legendary creatures, and even extraterrestrial remains.
Maybe it's aliens, dude. It is alien eggs.
Let's explore the hidden tragedies that lie beneath these icy sheets.
What the heck is that thing?
A jet pilot flying above the snowy mountains encountered a shiny object that was truly surprising. It appeared to fly alongside his jet on the left. Before the pilot could get a good look, the strange object suddenly disappeared. He recorded a video of what he encountered and posted it online to seek clues. Some suggested it might be a drone that shone due to the sun's reflection, but the way it moved quickly upward is impossible for any known earthly craft or gadget. So, did that pilot capture an ET craft that day, or do you have another explanation? Let us know by commenting below. Under ice humanoid.
So maybe we can find more strange stuff around this spike.
A man exploring the Himalayas stumbled upon a giant, white, ape-like creature that he believed was the legendary Yeti, frozen under the ice.
What? What the heck is that thing?
It all started when his metal detector showed some strange readings, prompting him to clear the snow to see what was beneath. He saw a large, strange creature that strongly resembled a Yeti. The explorer was very surprised and decided not to break any more ice. The giant might have been under the ice for many decades, judging by its physical appearance, but the freezing temperatures of the Himalayas must have kept it well preserved. Black peaking cryptid. In the forests of eastern Siberia, people reported seeing a strange creature among the snow-covered trees. This creature did not match any known animal. It was likely an unknown cryptid peeking from behind a tree, and its dark color made it hard to identify. It might have been hiding or curious about the visitors. Its eerie appearance looked quite intimidating. Such sightings often occurred in remote areas with little human activity. Until the end of the video, it just stared, seemingly without any expression, as if it had never seen a human in such a remote area before. Yetis remain.
Oh, wow. Oh, I remember.
A team went to a Nepali monk who claimed to have proof of the Yeti's existence. He explained that several years ago, he went up the mountain for meditation and found a Yeti in a cave. Years later, he discovered it lifeless and brought its head and cap back to the monastery, which he showed to the team. The team wanted to find the Yeti, so he directed them to Arun Valley, suggesting they might find one there. They set up camp and noticed strange sounds throughout the night, some of which seemed to indicate the presence of a Yeti or Bigfoot dot.
Hey, something howled. There it is again. 2.
Did you hear that?
This unexpected find adds a captivating twist to the legends of the Himalayas. Frozen cursed angel. Construction workers in the mines of Russia accidentally found a statue beneath the ground.
Блин. Вот это да. Короче.
Considering it something extraordinary, they took it outside. The figure appeared humanoid, but somehow had a physical appearance that resembled an angel. It might have been the petrified remains of an ancient angel being yet to be discovered. The object in its hand looked like some sort of shield that it had raised in front of itself to protect against whatever was coming. No one knew the mystery behind it, but it had remained in the same place for decades.
Рассказать, почему так, что это такое? Ну там сейчас на вертолете прилетят.
Frozen antlers. A tourist hiking through the breathtaking mountains of Alaska stumbled upon something incredible, a set of remains that did not match any known animal. At first, it looked like a tree branch, but upon closer inspection, it became clear that it was something other than a tree branch. He described it as a massive claw, sparking curiosity. This enormous claw looked like it could belong to a prehistoric, giant flying dragon that once soared through the skies millions of years ago. Before more wild theories could spread, experts stepped in to clarify. The object wasn't a prehistoric claw after all. It was simply an antler from a buck. The animal had shed it, and over time, it had become buried beneath the snow, only to be discovered by curious explorers. Three-fingered mummies. These alien figures were found in Nazka in a series of caves. After recovering, they were brought to the research facility where experts conducted studies. Judging by the body shape, the experts mentioned that it appeared to have been frozen for many centuries. These mummies seemed to be preserved in a humanoid fetal position and had 2 legs and 2 arms. But their most striking feature was their 3 long fingers. Interestingly, their skulls were larger than those of humans, estimated to be 2,000-year-old. These beings were called extraterrestrial mummies, who were found in a well-preserved state. This discovery suggests that they could either be alien offspring that were left on our Earth before their parents moved to other planets. ET evidence. A man in Russia, while out ice fishing it, noticed his metal equipment making an unusual noise. Curious, he began brushing off the snow and uncovered something completely out of the ordinary. Trapped beneath the ice was a metallic ball, which compelled him to dig further.
Whoa! Whoa!
There it was, a black metallic sphere that looked as if it had come from outer space. But the surprises didn't end there.
I'm gonna keep searching here. Oh, I see.
Just a few meters away from this strange object, he also found a trapped extraterrestrial. With pitch black eyes and pale, dark skin, the creature looked like it had landed from another world and had somehow become preserved by the extreme cold.
That aliens exist, and I made a video about that.
Tic Tac UFO. A woman on a plane captured a strange sighting of a long, cylindrical-shaped object that she believed was from outer space. The video showed a tic-tac-shaped UFO moving quickly, darting left and right, and then disappearing. UFOs were usually seen at high altitudes, often in places that were hard for most people to reach. This suggested that they could suddenly appear from anywhere or vanish in an instant from any location. The origin of this UFO and its purpose remained unclear. It was strange to consider whether it was monitoring our advanced technology or perhaps gathering information for its own reasons. Foggy Lake Hole.
Okay, we just found this out here in the middle of the lake.
What the fuck is it?
So foggy.
The video showcased a distinctive formation in Utah Lake, located about 20 miles south of Salt Lake City.
Oh, did you see it?
Slimy?
Yeah.
Maybe a stick or something.
In the center of the lake, 2 men investigated a circular pattern resembling ice, marked by several holes. It looked as if a UFO might have landed there.
Touch it.
Gross.
Closer inspection revealed what appeared to be landing marks that broke the ice in a way that divided it into strange patterns, altering the texture into a white, stony mineral that seemed to float above the water.
You don't just see shit like this, man.
They intended to inform researchers about this anomaly to better understand its true nature.
Maybe it's aliens, dude. It is alien eggs.
Frozen snouts.
On a regular warm day, this animal will have a heart rate of 55 beats per minute. He's gone to a true hibernation where his heart rate is down to 3 beats per minute.
Frozen beneath the icy sheet for a very long time, these reptiles seem lifeless. But wait until someone touches them. They are alive, just enjoying the cold weather by poking their noses out from the frozen sheets. It might seem unusual to many, but in reality, this is a very unique survival technique. When the temperature approaches freezing, most reptiles enter a hibernation-like state in which their metabolism almost shuts down, requiring only minimal breathing. They may appear lifeless, but they're not. They thaw out within days as the weather becomes more favorable.
You see that, folks? He's alive. Is that not incredible?
Giant foot. Thousands of people lost their lives during hiking, and this footage revealed one of the incidents. Judging by the remains and their decomposition, it was safe to say they had been there for a very long time. Foot remains were seen near Camp 2, likely belonging to someone who lost his life while climbing and had never been recovered. No one knew who he was or where he came from, but the foot size was much larger than that of a normal human. It might have belonged to some ancient, strange creature living in the mountains. Maybe a Sasquatch or our ancestors. Who knows what else the frozen heights of our planets have to offer? Space stone.
One scientist from the Field Museum made a very cool discovery. She recently returned to Chicago after finding a massive meteorite in the Antarctic.
Meteorites were space rocks that fell to Earth's surface. A stunning view of the icy plains of Antarctica revealed a large meteorite resting on the ice. It was discovered by a group of hikers and seemed to have come from outer space. Typically, meteorites disintegrate before reaching Earth, but this one was significant due to its size. A clear, close-up image was shared with the world. After examination, the meteorite was found to be the size of a cantaloupe and weighed 17 pounds. Scientists are now excited to get this space stone, as it could help them study the very beginning of our solar system.
Most of the meteorites in our collections now are from Antarctica, but only 100 are this size or larger, and that's pretty exciting.
A new world. A striking scene reveals a hole in the flat ice, uncovering a hidden world beneath. This secret door was discovered by a group of locals in Antarctica. What seemed like an ordinary pit hole turned out to be an opening door to another world that has yet to be documented. The 4 men were thrilled to uncover something otherworldly that others could not see. They soon realized they had found a whole ecosystem hidden beneath the ice. The hole in the ice, which was once just a curiosity, became a symbol of exploration and the endless mysteries waiting to be discovered in the frozen remote area. Enlarged horns. This video opens with a man coming across a surprising find. Larger, pointed objects protruding from the snow. At first, he mistook them for the remains of an ancient animal, but upon lifting one of them, he realized they were the antlers of a buck. Now, take a look at another amazing sight where a stag was caught shedding its antlers. This stag was a royal one, with 12.6 on each side. Red stags shed their antlers during the mating season, especially when they become heavy. Their antlers grow quickly, unlike those of other animals. Some visitors mistook the sight for something else and moved on without exploring further. Finding them is like discovering an ancient treasure. Amputated leg alien. A man made an unusual discovery while exploring. He found what appeared to be an alien beneath a tree. Upon closer inspection, it seemed that the otherworldly creature had likely expired. The alien was clearly visible, and one of its legs was missing. It did not look very old. Its body appeared relatively fresh and even shiny. It seemed as if it had not been there for long. It was possible that the alien had come to gather information, but could not withstand the atmosphere. This discovery of an alien carcass left many people thinking it might have dropped out during a crash, and after this, they began searching for the UFO remains. Frozen rescue. A deer was found in a risky situation, visibly struggling in the cold in Kazakhstan, where temperatures could plummet to minus 45 degrees Celsius in winter. This was an extremely freezing temperature for anyone. 2 men passing by realized the poor creature was in great distress, with ice forming on its head, which was causing it to freeze. They quickly sprang into action, removing the ice from the deer's head to help it regain its mobility. If it had remained in that condition for much longer, it likely would not have survived. After getting free from the ice trap, the deer jumped and ran quickly to enjoy its freedom. Trapped skinwalker. In a creepy video, you can see a strange creature in the water that does not look like any other water animal. At first glance, it seemed like it might be an octopus, but there was something unusual about it. It had a humanoid skull with dark, hollow eyes. These facial details scared the man, who began thinking it might be a skinwalker trapped under the surface. This was quite a frightening scene, but the person who stood near this sea monster and filmed it without fear showed a lot of courage, so that this weird sight can reach people. Unusual UFO. This strange object appeared in the sky while a pilot was flying overhead. From a distance, it looked like a metallic gadget with an elongated shape and 3 sharp corners on each side. In the middle, there was a bright light. Curious, the people filming it zoomed in for a closer look, but the image became blurry, making it hard for onlookers to identify the object. After offering an extraordinary view, it vanished from sight. Passengers on the plane speculated that it could have been an ET craft, possibly monitoring our activities, but experts believed it might have been a satellite. What's your take on this? Vertical UFO. An unusual object with a vertical shape was captured hovering over the Himalayas. The craft appeared to have no visible engine, suggesting it came from outer space. After a while, a strange force emerged from the ship, causing its shape to change. It traveled at a slow speed, allowing anyone to easily record a video of it without feeling rushed. The camera only captured it until a mountain blocked its view. Its unique shape and speed did not match any previous sightings. The slow speed suggested it may be here to gather information or for reasons beyond our understanding. Finger monkey. Posted by an anonymous user, this video shows a man holding a tiny creature that looks like a mixture of a monkey and a bat. With its pointed ears and bat-like snout, it doesn't resemble any known creature. Thanks to the gloves the man was wearing, its sharp nails didn't dig deep into the skin of his hands. People have mixed reactions to this video, with some claiming it to be the product of failed scientific experiments. Others, after noticing its tail, suggested it might be a tiny monkey suffering from some disease. Is it really an amalgam of different species, or just a little monkey with hair loss? What do you guys think? Speedy spacecraft. Recently, a disc-shaped flying saucer appeared in the sky, and numerous witnesses recorded its sighting. This spacecraft appeared in the sky, seemingly making no sound, as it used advanced technology to remain undetected, even in isolated areas. The ship only showed up for a brief moment before vanishing behind a mountain. It resembled a UFO traveling at high speed and emitted a bright light. Some speculated that it might have been searching for something or trying to detect other entities, but it was caught on camera. Spanish beast. This footage, captured by a hiker, shows a strange creature. The video reveals a giant ape-like being covered in white fur, moving among the snow-covered trees. Many believe it to be the Yeti, a legendary snowman said to inhabit the Himalayan range. Its white color perfectly blends with the snow, serving as camouflage. In such cold weather, it seems that only an abominable snowman could be roaming around so easily. Perhaps it emerged from its hiding place in search of food, adding a sense of wonder to the sight. Cold survivor. The British Antarctic Survey made an incredible discovery in the Antarctic ice. By drilling down 900 meters, they found that life exists even in extremely harsh conditions. They were surprised to find stalked animals and sponges beneath the ice sheet in Antarctica, which is peacefully still in one place. Ice worms were also discovered in the glacial ice. These tiny worms can move easily and even multiply in the cold. They eat algae that grow in the glacial ice, showing that life can even thrive in such harsh environments. This research opens up exciting questions about what other surprises the Antarctic might hold. Ancient monster.
We've got a real nicely preserved three-toed dinosaur foot. This cast was made from this footprint.
In the Paluxy River in Dallas, Texas, large footprints were found that do not match the description of any known animal today. These footprints make you wonder if this monster was out looking for its next meal. This amazing creature attracted experts that identify it as the ancient Acrocanthosaurus, which lived around 105 to 115 million years ago. The footprints in the video suggest that this big predator was on the move. Who knows? It might be hidden in a vast range of remote mountains. The mystery of these tracks adds an exciting touch to our understanding of ancient life. Bloodfall. In Antarctica, there is a fascinating glacier known for its red water. At first, it looks really strange, but the truth is even more interesting. This glacier, called the Taylor Glacier, releases iron-rich salted water that turns a bright red.
All the red here is iron oxides.
This amazing site is called Blood Falls, and it is located in the McMurdo Dry Valleys. The bright color and unique source of this water make Blood Falls a stunning sight, drawing the attention of explorers and scientists who came to visit the place.
The water is clear and there's iron in it. That means it hasn't been oxidized yet. And as it spends time at the surface, that's when it becomes oxidized and leaves this beautiful red color around.
Running morph. This CCTV footage shows a small street cat walking, and moments later, it transforms into a man. Many people claim this sight, as its figure in the footage was none other than a shapelifter. This ancient creature is called a nagual. They can change into any animal, or sometimes even a human. They are believed to be able to steal things while in human form, and can even make people sick. After transforming into a humanoid, the figure casually walks normally just as the footage ends. Huge footstep.
Mountaineers from the Indian Army were on an expedition in Nepal when they found some mysterious footprints.
These pictures were taken by the military officers who stumble upon the footprints of a creature that they believe was none other than Yeti. The pictures were taken at a range of Himalayas, and it reveals the creature's path as it walks toward the deep forest and ahead towards the mountain. Yeti is described as a giant ape. These footprints match the description of the legendary creature walking toward dense forest, a perfect place for some of these beings to stay hidden in the isolated areas far away from human interference. Walking mysteries. Captured somewhere in Antarctica, this footage revealed a pair of bizarre creatures walking on a snowy path. These strange figures looked humanoid, but featured an exceptionally long tail and an alien-like head. These intriguing beings closely match the description of a xenomorph, a fictional alien creature from a movie franchise. Their striking resemblance made us think about their origin and existence. No one knew where this pair came from or where it went, but one thing was clear: they looked incredibly menacing. The sighting of such beings left viewers both fascinated and uneasy. Mountains devils. This unusually huge ape was captured by a traveler who initially thought he might just encounter a large gorilla, but when he looked closely, he realized its unusually large size and description matched that of a Sasquatch. It looks like it might have been on a food quest when it was spotted. After realizing being watched, the muscular ape walked swiftly behind the bushes before vanishing into the thick forest. The guy recorded this captivating footage and posted it online for others to get a glimpse of the legendary beast. Extraterrestrial baby. This unusual object was discovered in Russia and appears to have been on Earth for a very long time. Judging by its mummified appearance, it seems old and has decomposed. Apart from the huge skull, it resembles a human baby with twisted arms. The lady who discovered this unknown mummy handed it over to scientists. Investigations revealed that its DNA doesn't match any known human. Experts believe these remains might belong to someone from outer space. However, the exact identity of this mummy remains a mystery. Mysterious disc. The metallic-looking object was captured by satellite, and it seems to resemble the description of disk-shared UFO that we know.
There's a perfectly round saucer on Antarctica.
The ship was half covered in ice. The icy and remote location of Antarctica may have kept it hidden. It's unclear whether the spacecraft crashed there or landed intentionally. It's definitely something worth checking out. But when the researchers got there with their team, the spacecraft had mysteriously disappeared. They might have landed their disk in such a high place to be aware of human activity. Rectangular icebergs. The footage shows a pilot exploring iceberg A68, but something seems off. During the second trip across the Larsen Sea, they saw unusual square icebergs, including one that was perfectly rectangular. This made them wonder how it was shaped. A68 is about 100 miles long and 30 miles wide, and is surrounded by a quiet stillness. These icebergs looked different and were easy to see against the sea. It's surprising to see one iceberg perfectly shaped among so many irregular ones, which could hint at extraterrestrial activity. Experiencing such isolation was something completely different. Brazil alien. This alien-looking creature was captured by the military of Brazil. They must have captured it before making it unconscious. They used the fishnet to obtain it and placed it in the wooden coffin. The alien appears to have a skinny body, and judging by its look, it might have met his demise during its encounter with the military. It's about the size of a human, but very strange in appearance. And now, it's about to be sealed in a coffin-like box and placed in a location where no one can reach it, a place that remains unknown to everyone. Extraterrestrial connection. In this interesting video, an odd skeleton captures attention. Its facial and body features somehow resemble those of an animal, but its scary and unnatural appearance suggests it is not from this world. Remarkably well preserved due to being encased in ice, this fossil was stumbled upon by tourists during their adventure, who then turned it over to researchers. Further investigation revealed that it dates back several years, and its striking feature is the two antennas on its head, hinting at a connection to its spacecraft. What a fascinating discovery! Google Map footages. Google Maps has revealed some images that hint at things yet to be discovered. One captivating clip reveals a hidden monster lurking beneath the ice, while unsuspecting skaters glide on the surface, completely unaware of what lies below. In another stunning piece of footage, a massive 400-foot ice ship comes into view. At first glance, many might think it's just an enormous iceberg, but a closer look uncovers the truth. This icy giant has been resting there for ages, holding secrets waiting to be discovered. Hidden alien world.
The whole crew saw a whole bunch of silver darting objects.
3 unidentified disc-shaped spacecraft were spotted moving together in the sky before suddenly disappearing upward.
And he says they're doing the strangest thing. They're going like to this peak in a group, to this peak in a group, and then they'd all take off.
Intrigued by this sighting, investigators looked into the matter and discovered that the spacecraft had ventured to a place beyond human reach. Below the ice, there was a massive hole about 200 feet deep. As researchers approached this mysterious site, their plane unexpectedly stopped responding, and they felt a powerful magnetic pull. It became clear that this phenomenon was linked to the ice hole, which appeared to be an alien residence, suggesting a hidden world beneath the surface.
Is the South Pole some kind of extraterrestrial entry zone that's so important that it has to be controlled by the military?
Lake's mystery.
We have the remains from something like 600 to 800 human individuals.
Rupkund Lake, high in the Himalayan mountains near India's tallest peak, holds a chilling mystery. The bones of nearly 800 people scattered around its shores. Seeing so many remains is truly something exceptional, leading to an interesting question. Were all those people brought there, or were they already living there? Some believe these bones might belong to Indian pilgrims who passed through the area on their way to worship their god. Research has shown that all these bones belong to adults, and they all lost life as a result of a catastrophic event.
How humans interact with bones, there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Did all those individuals die there, or were they taken there from somewhere else?
Soldier in ice. An old discovery was made in Mendenhall Glacier in Alaska, where a piece of fabric was seen fluttering, but no one knew what was underneath.
As they get closer to the mound, they see something that they can't unsee.
When they looked closer, they saw it was the remains of a soldier who was missing one leg, and his face had become unrecognizable over time. Some of his belongings were hidden in the ice. Among the items were coins from 1942, suggesting he might have lived in the 19th century.
Coins in the man's pockets may help narrow down the timeline. The most recent coin is from 1942.
The climbers told local law enforcement about their strange discovery. They carefully took out the body without causing any damage and brought it, along with the ice block, to the lab for more study, hoping to return it to his family. Freezing birds. In the cold and icy regions, many animals and birds fight to stay alive. Like the brave snow petrels you see here, manage to survive. In this touching scene, a caring person is breaking the ice that has trapped these birds. The snow petrels were just trying to drink water. They might have frozen along with the water itself. This moment shows how incredibly cold it is here, where everything can freeze in a heartbeat. It reminds us of the tough conditions in one of the harshest places on Earth, and how hard it is for these animals to survive. Ice Maiden.
Got to be, if not the best preserved mummy in the world. We don't know of any other better.
An Incan girl was finished off as part of a sacrificial ritual at a mountain summit in Peru. Researchers took her remains for study, which helped them learn a lot about her. She was only 15 years old, and her hair was perfectly braided before the sacrifice. Her condition showed that she had been there for about 500 years. The team was surprised to find white hair that was possibly due to stress.
This is a white hair. Look, she had white hair.
They discovered that a countdown to the sacrifice began months before her demise, during which her diet changed from vegetables to elite protein foods. Her body was preserved due to the frigid temperatures on the mountain peak, due to which she is often dubbed Inca Ice Maiden. Trapped anomaly. Two friends on a trip to the Himalayas discovered a green, skinny figure that appeared to match the description of an alien. Using a metal detector, they found several items, including a box with photos of a clear alien spaceship and an alien army. It seemed there had been a fight between the aliens and the military. Perhaps in the chaos, the aliens had left their spacecraft behind, and a greenish alien was wounded and left behind. Maybe it had been trying to return, but remained trapped here, only to be explored by people who visited this area regularly. Ancient Tusker. A 39,000-year-old frozen woolly mammoth nicknamed Yuka was unpacked in Russia. Yuka was a female and was found with a relatively intact body and fur. With her long, strawberry-colored hair, she was discovered in 2013 in the Siberian permafrost and is believed to have been 6 to 11 years old at the time of her demise. The mammoth was perfectly preserved due to the extremely cold temperatures. Some scientists from Russia and South Korea have teamed up, hoping to clone Yuka. If they succeed, we might get to see woolly mammoths roaming the earth again in real life. In today's open discussion, we have footage of the mysterious giant that will make you think they do existed. Recent images of Antarctica taken from Google Maps reveal striking features that resemble petrified ancient giants. Experts, after getting these images, claim this face could belong to an alien that landed on our Earth and remained trapped under the ice, and now, due to permafrost, it is coming back to the surface. Amazingly, the giant face is also visible from space. It's a captivating glimpse into the secrets hidden beneath the icy surface of Antarctica.